Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we made our way near the top of this tower. Well, cathedral. Whatever. It's finally time to go inside and, well, finish up what we have to do. This episode may not be very long, but I didn't have much choice at the end of the last one. I didn't know how long it would be. Anyway, as you reach for the door, you hear an all-too-familiar sound behind you, accompanied by a blast of air so cold that it shocks your lungs. Oh dear. The captain appears, along with a significant group of underlings. This time, however, there's something different about the captain. His form appears a bit more solid, and it practically radiates angry energy. His halberd also seems to be glowing. He smiles at you and raises the halberd. "Excuse me, you're not going anywhere." The captain fires a bolt of energy from his halberd past you, straight at the door. It hits home, covering the door with a thick layer of ice. You definitely won't be able to open it like that. Of course, with a group of angry ghosts bearing down on you, the door is the least of your worries. Well, that was not good. Reloading. In fact, since I know that's going to happen, that should help distract them a little. If I could do that again, that would be perfect. That works out. Let's cast it again. Looks like the speed was actually all I really needed. Actually, never mind. As the last of the captain's form fades away, you can see the iced-up door slowly thawing out. With any luck, you should be able to try and open it now. As the last of the ghosts fades out, you breathe a sigh of relief. With any luck, you won't be followed anymore. Ghostly shield. I don't think we've seen a ghostly shield yet, or a ghostly halberd. The rest of this, though, we've seen. Ooh, another ghostly bow. Let me take a look. What's this ghostly shield like? 25% protection from all damage, 10% protection from melee damage. It's fairly impressive. And this ghostly halberd? Ooh, +2 to combat statistics, +1 to action points, and +1 to resistance. That's pretty damn good. And it does more damage, so yes please. Yes, you should be wearing the ghostly cloak. And the ghostly bow. Okay. As you expected, the door has thawed enough for you to take a legitimate shot at opening it. Try to pick the lock. Caution, heavy magical machinery. Climb up the trapdoor. So this is it. The source of this cathedral's problem is a complex-looking machine positioned in the center of a very precise and very permanent magic circle. Two braziers, similar to what you saw in the catacombs, light the chamber. Thankfully, it doesn't look like any ghosts are here to interfere with your plans. It's not all that surprising given the huge amounts of magic you feel in the room. Up close, you can feel the raw magical energy being radiated by the machine. It's a little disorienting, but you expect that it's worse for the ghosts. Every so often, a small bolt of bright blue energy arcs from the machine to the floor. You're a little worried about how this will affect you when you try to fix the machine. Now's your chance to finally lay these ghosts to rest. Or to free them. What do? Insert a new control crystal. Sheik steps up to the machine and deftly switches the old crystal for a fresh new control crystal, and the machine roars to life. A few hairs on the back of Sheik's neck start to stand on end as you all begin edging toward the trapdoor. A blinding flash of blue light fills the room, and you can feel the machine's energy building. The air is practically crackling with magic. And for some reason, you can't shake the feeling that this is a bad place to stand right now. As the freshly generated field washes over you, your vision starts to fade. It slowly gets harder to think until you forget how to keep yourself upright. You collapse on the cold floor, and the world goes black. You awake in one of the dormitories you found on the fourth floor. A priest stands nearby, clearly sent to make sure you are still alive and coherent. As you carefully stand up again, you're relieved to see that the priest is Ethan. He clears his throat. Good to see that you're conscious again. We were rather worried when we heard the generator start up again and you didn't come back down. It's a good thing that Norbert went to check on you. Anyway, the generator seems to have worked, and we haven't heard or felt any of the ghosts since it kicked back in. Of course, we'd like to thank you for your work, and Father Richardson has a reward for you downstairs. He bows, then leaves you alone in the room. Okay, then. Goody. Stepping back out into the hallway, you're relieved to hear nothing. No paranoid murmurs, no deranged chanting. The cathedral should finally be quiet again. Did I not take that? Yes, descend. I do want to see if there's anything in here. Parish records. What is this one? Oh, that was one of the classrooms. Yeah, so assuming I'm checking anyway. Yes, descend. Oh, they're all downstairs, it looks like. Oh. Brother Silas is awake again. He's crouched in the corner of the cell, eyes darting wildly about the room. What's happening? Who are you? The ghosts are gone. No, no! Tricks! He collapses to the ground, asleep. I guess fixing up Silas wasn't that easy. Pity. Okay, nothing in the coat room. Anything in here? Nope, that one is gone. Okay. Ethan, what do you think of the whole ghost problem? Well, for better or worse, they're gone. So on the whole, I view that as an improvement. I'd just like to get everything back to normal. Elise is still here, hostile at all, nothing. Norbert, what do you think of the whole ghost situation? Well, now that they're gone, I don't really have much of an opinion on it. I'm just glad we're safe. They never came from me, so I'm glad. Felix is slumped over in the corner asleep. After all he's been through, you don't have the heart to wake him. Father Richardson patiently waits. Okay. Is everyone alright? The ancient priest sighs. Ah, yes, I believe so. Felix and Brother Silas will need to be sent away to recover, but for the most part we'll be fine. Thank you for your concern. The ghosts are gone. Ooh, level ups. Wait, why do... Father Richardson smiles. Yes, we know, and we are forever indebted to you. Now we can focus on healing ourselves and bringing our flock back to the church. Oh, and then there's the matter of your reward, he says, extending his arms. A soft white light envelops in him, and you feel a soothing wave of energy wash over you. Consider yourselves an honorary member of the Church of the Winds. How did we... Suddenly we have appointed priest spells. Interesting. Bonnie... What is that? Draco got nothing. Alright. So that happened. Goody. As you depart the cathedral's grounds for hopefully the last time, you turn to take one last look at the cathedral. You're a little surprised to see a dervish approaching you from the cathedral, and it's none other than the leader of the building's official guards. Stop! Now that you get a better look at the dervish, you can tell that he is obviously very old. Long, wispy gray hair spills out from under his helmet, and his stride is a little pained. Still, he carries himself with the authority his position demands, which really is all the Empire seems to demand. He clears his throat loudly. You're under arrest. You stand there for a moment, stunned. The rest of the cathedral's guards start to show up, slowly edging towards you. For a moment, you contemplate running or fighting. If you run, then you'll have a hard time escaping Empire patrols, unless you want to eke out an existence in the deeper forests of Izo. Not a very good option. Fighting seems like an even worse option. Even if you win, you'll still have to run, and your eventual punishment would be even worse. Realizing this, you give up. You are bound in forced march to Barton, the nearest large city. The day of the trial comes, and you find yourself standing in front of an imperial governor, wondering what will become of you. Luckily, the governor seems just as confused by the proceedings as you are. Perhaps he's inept, or perhaps the case really is full of hot air, but you are judged innocent. So you completed your quest here and escaped unscathed. However, you will always remember the hateful look on the dervish's face when the verdict was announced. The end. What? Why the hell were we arrested? We were allowed onto the area. We were allowed into the catacombs. We were allowed to deal with the problem. What the hell happened? Did that... Wait a minute. That dervish, did he want to free the spirits? The Empire spirits? Did he want that? Is that what this is about? Is that what this whole thing was about? I don't understand. It's the only thing that makes sense, but still, what the heck? I don't know. Either way, that's the end of that scenario. Not terrible, not a terrible scenario, but it was okay. I liked how it was a very vertical scenario. You don't see that too often. Well, unless it's going down, but still, anyway, it wasn't that bad. Interesting with the ghostly stuff as well. Anyway, that is the last of Ephesus' scenarios. Up next, we got a few random scenarios. I don't think we have any, long series of anyone specifically notable for a while, but we got a couple other scenarios to do. And we will do them in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.